The said David Osunde Foundation has held a press conference to intimate the public on their preparedness for the 33rd edition of the special Easter celebration, which usually takes place on Easter Monday for people living with disabilities in Nigeria. Chairperson of the organizing committee addressed the pressmen present.
Assist. The foundation does assist. So that is how it is. You write a letter to the foundation, and then there are instances where our foundation reach out. They could see people in distress, and then they offer hand of support. So that is how it is. It is done.
What you guys are creating awareness for?
Let me just say it. The way it is done is that there is a committee that processes that. So the committee will unveil it that morning. Do you understand? It's being headed by a Reverend Father. So the committee will release, because they have received applications and processed and interviewed, then they will release it. But from our own end, as an organizing committee, we know that not less than 200 persons usually make the list to the empowerment, direct empowerment. Now, those criteria, but one major criteria is why you must be a person with disability or a direct dependent of a person with disability. When we talk about direct dependence on persons with disability, it's talk about if your wife or a spouse of a person with disability or a child of a person with disability. Recently, we had a person with disability who eventually died in Anambra State. And then the family reached out to the foundation and said, our benefactor, who was a person with disability, is late now. And this is the need, an immediate need of the family. And the foundation actually reached out to them. So
thereafter, there were a number of questions which the executive members of the foundation fielded from the newsmen.
When pictorial reports are being sent, we see them making use of it. They are being snapped and then being sent to us. Actually, the aids are being used by the beneficiaries. Make sure that they are safe. We don't just want to leave them and leave their places and start coming to Abuja. Anything might happen to them on the road. So I think this is one of the measures we are taking as concerned securities. Then sustainability of the foundation. The doors of the foundation is always open for sponsorship, collaborations. So if anybody comes, there is no problem. The foundation will welcome the person. But if none comes, the foundation in his own little way or in her own little way will continue to do the most she can to make sure the work of God goes on and to make sure the lives of persons with disabilities is being bettered.